As you can really feel the background, it's all smiles and laughter. It tells you that indeed the team is still working. This is the online version of the Frontline Show, and tonight we go deeper into a man who calls himself a prophet, pointing fingers, making allegations, and seeking justice at the same time. But the question is, at what cost? Drama and the thrill of chaos.
Hmm.
Ebusia, and my Baba Kawasami, Oyun Papa. I'm going to do this with my co-host, online man himself. He's our mainstream online. Kuku Anand, Milia, Abom today.
Apomiyapa, great. So this is Kweku and of course the co-host of Enoch Kofi Edri. Of course, we are coming to you live from the various studios here, the Frontline CTV live on all our channels and all our social media handles. Enoch takes over from here.
Indeed, I take over. So it's live on my CTVGH, or as the Brits would say, my CTVGH, the Frontline Ghana, and also on the Hop TV. Grateful that you've made time. As I said, we're going to be discussing the interesting character, a man of many parts. Recently started pointing fingers and calling Kwekwana names. The same individual and character also made some allegations. Wild allegations. I don't know if I should call it prophecy or whatever. Now, my ever come ask some no young papa or Sunday, us wound to me. Name quamshe and on doma wound to me, Olibre. The maso no quamshe and on doma agrada, what natum. And interestingly, the same person, no, Tamanu Kukwana Shark Batina see first, or man of boys now obey. Then Ankasa Bay, a GCCano, I'll walk on phone could be breaking news to be a wabano. A bet to want some, but that could be, but men can want some. Malcolm later. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, by Bob and Yamano Donka Kaka. Nah, so once again, there's an online version of the Frontline Show. Mainstream will be returning soon with Kukwana until when you're about to expose your urban Numia show, Papa. Listen the Enoch, Ejo, many Kukwana na Yaba Bidu to me. Until the day will be ano, Yamo Aquaba Fisher Apostle. Okay, Yasha or your opinion of friend Owusu Bempah. Within the past few weeks, Manti, I want to know one thing, was in there, Dama, a BBC war be wabo one thing, Venezuela and US or say Ukraine, no Russia, Kwama, who say Israel, Palestine, whom may be described.
Yeah.
The whole thing in SMP. But since I'm a Pedayashe, the Owusu Bempah, the prophecies be our aswame in a wama, we would indeed. Oye abenti wa phone wound to me while no kakaba one or sisters also agrada which be your which name then
Good one. Kofi Edri, nada was a pa na mechia or Edrewe na mechia yetie for near one more airship program we na muti so at the same time. So just as you said, the Frontline will be returning soon, but in the meantime, Frontline will be operating, with our social media handles, the Frontline Ghana, my CTVGH, and then our online television, which is the Hawk TV. Into major national TV national for no Enyan TSA. Oba line as well. Yes, so subscribe to all the 3 channels. The Hawk TV, your television. Niyama bebree wɔ hɔ documentaries bebree so yɛyɛ no wɔ hɔ na yɛyɛ nneɛma bebree Enoch Kofi Edri a ɔbɛ interview me ɔno ɔyɛ in charge of the Hawk TV ɔno also so na ɔyɛ director of research ɛma the Frontline Show. If you subscribe to the Hawk TV no na nneɛma biara no a ɛyɛ sɛ yɛde ba no so no wobɛnya bi na wobɛtie anaasɛ so wɔhwɛ quick one ɛnnɛ no ɛyɛ berɛ a yɛayɛ no sɛ prior to 31st of December, one of the Pharisees, that Pharisee way, a self-styled, self-acclaimed, self-imposed notorious, Isaac Owusu Bempah. Of course, a bar system no so that can send here. Sans no opposite say Mami Agrada and they're currently incarceration. Any would to be and so I make us ultra OD down court at Trenchie or Konoba and it's a former Inspector General of Police. Or my Ghana Fuina to say or no and or shake Masampin Fuina no at some at all.
Yeah.
And no and say platform Yayan say we need to come back quickly and then Gonibeka said demystify the circumstances need each one of these persons. They go up. Ghana for one, ehun a woman, something for some at home. Regina, their Ukrainian reports any documents and so I want. Near the exposure Safarasi or software of the Ghana. So Nada Akusam Nabrabeni Omumpe the Papa, including the breaking news. It's a main course straight.
Yeah, before I go straight, no,
yes, sir.
Me ball won't me. No more ball or agrada.
Yeah.
Maybe so the one kasa. Did you ever hear or a baby at sea? Would baby there Owusu Bempah on Hong Kong baby dama. At tea baby dam before.
Yeah, or share me Hong Kong.
That be or share dam call for Hong Kong, though bet you yatum. So or boko court, or any day. Former IGP, them, a TBB the manner.
No.
Until them conscious like that.
No.
Okay, to us some.
And the benefit a best form of my company.
Yeah.
Yen shall see in free Mami Agrada.
Yeah.
Now may come again and be acting on one thing there. Bria on me, say. Mami Agrada, and I'm in front of Patricia. Also known as Mami Agrada. It's in cahoots, and I say in the custody of the Ghanaian defense and prosecutorial bodies, and they're leading them up or in Saumia.
Yeah.
Na enye mi kwekwanan, and then yet Bia, yes, from Kunanya, Sa or Sofo Owusu Bempah.
Okay.
And I'm a man in Saum. I am repeating this again. Enye mi kweku, and then you Owusu Bempah, and then you Bia. You see, we must demystify, and you maybe say, we have two worlds, and I've always said, two worlds collide. The celestial world and the terrestrial world are not the same. The neoma, some of these self-styles, we know, as for what is a Bempah, person we and say, Bibiano, person who pija the celestial world, you know, the whole thing normally be the terrestrial world, na the physical world way. Normally cut and some the body purple, the shady purple, a candy party to me. Mameno, that ye kind of crowd what Ghana has said. Mami Agrada no beko prisoner. Mention Mami Agrada beko prison earlier years before this very year 2025. You didn't quote him.
No God.
The Ghana and Indians who follow trends and events will know this. Again, I'll not even spend time on some of these issues, but then it's important say we expose the self-style of Owusu Bempah said the Bay Ghana for your margins and power or no shape in the time the patreno. As a matter of fact, my ye did say, name thrown in that Ghana ye being the two eja. Because Mami Agrada and new man why ye ever Ghana hano. Me can the crash or say, one more cry. Me fan say. Woman, enti ena mami ye di nasa. Ubetini yura hopsin adoye nene yere gifty.
Yeah.
Or say as one of woman mami a court.
Yeah.
Ubetini swe abranti di ano se friend appear biblical. Now, if you want to even stay a while longer on sa enipa 2 in Samoa, as far as hopes in the way you're concerned, I am degree. Nonetheless or nevertheless, Mami Agrada Eyemita also while offending the laws of this country overwhelmingly and has abused the fundamental rights of the ordinary Ghanaian through what we call charlatanic adverts, through what we call wrong mobilization of a certain revenue. I
don't know home brand or no.
Oh my goodness! I won't near one seminal. They say, "Gee, na a dorsal. A biom Ghana for Bekaya somewhere in 2020, yeah, expose you on the tour as I expose mobile kaya. That was when I chase expose Asofo and Muniade.
But to room now,
A baby to William quiet slim nipple million. Asofo ni baby, so we're also engaged in charlatanic adverts. Mami Agrada was not exempted from that charlatanic advert channel. Emma on one casa, ne Tanda TV Ghana Bunim said no, Owusu Tanda TV was closed down. Yes, shutting the TV down. Why? Because not the Tanda TV no, and operating charlatanic all through and through. So TV was shut down later. And no mobile and on me day. Ebi TV no man ye die man na anche na mami cyber share me die foforo bi ase nanua say no so start so all ton ni man die me bi ni ade a ebi kwa do tumi de bana sore na wa ba be advertise o ni na eti o me mra Ghana for adadana do unti mami no I can tell any Ghanaian at the range of my voice and say Mami Agrada you have seen case in Freeman. Appear it would be that of say Mami Agrada versus the Republic of Ghana. Mr. Ejiri, we have 1,000 issues the government and I said the prosecutorial bodies of this country at the Boma in the case of and it's some of these charlatanic in I said cross-examination course. In the cross-examination, Mammy Jimmy Fumus to be brave and it to say yes, say, including Nani didn't call to me. Yes, I the neighbor back. And yet the name being put a church and F hopes in the and the desires as some in the crown and yen. But it many hopes are very close. Meaning someone mammy a kafa hopes in the air if the one Nakofi Nina Bakupri one absolutely untenable. Ain't you hold the substance of the law? Ain't it a banasa? Penalty the whole. I feel proud to election 2024. Dear you whom I'm in all here. Shekwanya Mamini Teki, the then candidate John Dramani, the cleanest, insulting the candidate and said all sorts of things. No, Ojani pulpit so a good candidate mama. It didn't want to say. Namebao. It's my miss was so fair. A honor. Sir President John Dramani Mahama, or Person Mayejuma, no, they punish Mamia. President Mahama Rabbit Rab one can't catch a gun for Saha, one hour we say, therefore, and then they were power. It's me, mum running with it. We are just some Mahama.
Oh, why will you do that?
No. And there are so many ways of which even the president can trigger or precipitate a certain reaction.
Because you have those powers, yeah.
Why? Ain't it a hope? Ninari Kessia, who baby someone say, where? In this self-style group, self-style fake, Owusu Bempah. Everything they did Ghana of when my catch a movie say, or no was shaking my mamma, you know, 7 previous. No watching. By the way, would you need to me, Mami Agrada? This affair, a day been a tour no Owusu Bempah in 2024, DNC. Mami Agrada was in police custody. Subsequent to that of Sir Ono Owusu Bempah, so Ono Suye Chinipumu, Ministry's police station, DNC. And yet the same thing. Only Mamini Kunkunyan Tawantawa. Emma, the then IGP, George Kufu Dampare, actually needed to move several weeks and months. And he had a born a pioneer one in Tosha Moose and info. Emma, no Yankopoya Doma, Unyan Chimidia, or that police station. Yamine Bem, Yasancho, Owo Befaneko. All of us we know. Ye plays some role. At that time, government's been in air power. The government of MPP at the Dankwa Akufo-Addo, of which Owusu Bempah, a close ally to MPP. Mumbisa said they see it. Then President Akufo-Addo, I name this Owusu Bempah MPP new and I say no. It cannot crash the Ghana for there. No one can so Owusu Bempah and with him. He said he took offense of the fact that MPP for the network and now so come in the fast in the angel. We need you. We are suffering full with the Mlasha and some children who just say a self-styled man of God. Now what abusing the laws of God? For me, I'll tell you the MPP did so well because they do one. the chief of staff then Mami Frima Opari, saying former vice president, any party at that point, source and no, Owusu Bempah John no part they disown him. A phone you Owusu Bempah Yawa. Or yeah, because Mumbi says at that time, the IPP, kind of Owusu Bempah, the kind of corrected 7 years, a common criminal crime, so you keep things out. What I say, Nipani free, even yet free police station near the neighbor, police hospital or crana, any more than na handcuff in Sugunisa. Yeah, the number 2 police in Paso, I did replace in na handcuff. Wow. They say Nipa told me, say, dear a papa with all a map. I know also a friend to the government, punishing is as severe. And from there, Owusu Bempah did not like the NPP. Now, I am aware from Onwanga so Owusu Bempah, it means to say, no believe at that time. Now, they won't meet us.
Yeah, Mama, I've got that matter, no. But them, I cannot afford them people we treating like would be a criminals and terrorists and other Venezuelan lead a miss or the year. Why do you think the NPP administration, I will not say the NPP administration, but the police administration at the time did that? What makes you think that? Why would they do that? Anyway, meaning now there was a hidden agenda, now there was one of those things.
That's a great question. Now, Owusu Bempah would blame 1 or 2 persons to have been behind that particular ordeal. But be that as it may, I know say not the target was one person say any panel or shade or moyesai. And he eventually mentioned this man who became the secretary to the cathedral, Kwesi Boateng. Yeah.
Some downsides are number for me. I'm just not. Oh, yeah, you can.
Kwesi Boateng and Abofra. But then at the point, Kwesi Boateng gained a certain favor, you know, before the sight of former President Akufo-Addo. And at a point, there was a serious rift between the two of them.
Father and son.
Exactly. So no one believe he said no. Only you be away gaining that neutrality in MPP. About the saying and a pretty working about being your steps of the Yamu, said I mean, there was that. Until say, or no Bempah said they make claims there. Or no Ebasan or Frey wound to me. And will be said wound to me, say, and I almost wound to me a police some help at the Amano police headquarters. Only for him to be told there. Won't me be catching so that me boa Bempatia or me can't check Ghana for say they're making me boa because he's on no kind. So okay. I won't me no. As me won't me catch and say no, Charlie, one more shares our case in mono, beyond him. And one among the Nipa mentioned Kwesi Boateng and almost shares our case.
Kwesi Boateng and that powers and won't me more NPP by that time.
I don't know if
according to Owusu Bempah, and this is a statement he made to you.
This is a small catcher.
Okay. Okay.
But you didn't know to one more. You did be say on the surfaces of the law and the crime and the purported whatever the situation that warranted the incarceration said. It is a bit to me someone when you're Bolivia, near Baba chose you. No. Sana Mona will 2 years or more call my minifia on in our software, including. Sabran TV, a friend, a debate shows or whatever. Woman, kuta two.
I don't part no tree to screen.
Exactly. To the extent telling the world to say, and I'm sure say that video no, and I would see a bebo magana.
Yeah, that's my bow. Yeah.
So say, who catching me? We are so far to say, I knew Ghana near one. No, Kumu Bia and Kobebia. Find that away. Reverend Owusu Bempah, a brand here, friend, betch. And no can one police if we declare boy wanted later. Boy didn't who came with her. Who later more it declared wanted almost a cococheno. That's the way your software. You say you are preaching the paragon of virtue. You must demonstrate as such. Now would you gain that notoriety to trust them a woman has that. And from there no only wound to me and not quite say what wound to me not what did I.
Okay.
Not question what wound to me not wound to me no also no me go my neck wound to me so. That incident in a see one. There are a lot of top MPP from Omushishemwa. Reason why in so many years and on including 2020. Your frat so for baby echo Jubilee House. Some more sure. He took offense of all of that. But MPP phoning why into no more yen your matter. What I say, what you say, ma, the way nara, so you need pay. Ma, the way reflected national in character. Nini pa, if we start a dibu moi, or Mukrabit in a boy to charge one or way to charge you. Now, me, on look at Elfanton, and so, Mamma Gradana, some more again. May come again in Ibiati as I say, a young or you could shinny a dad, then you may be penny. No, and one more events and Mamma Grada, no whichever, a intro. May say, but challenging, and I dare him on my country Ghana for exactly what he did. What did Mamma Grada did in 20? I feel him won't I wish him that but actually Ghana for say, won't always at a point. Only want to miss the young Tawantabe in 2024 prior to the elections. Emma won't to me that he can send me. And no catching won't to me so no betting up Bakumasi no Bakumasia. Your Babe Ashanti regional. MPP will lose a vote at Ashanti regional. And it won't to me there no and I find a say. But then let's all get it straight and nobody gets it, including Bempah. Listen, for the 8 years of Akufo-Addo's government, of which the NPP's headquarters is in Ashanti region, where the Ashanti region and Kasano have given up on the NPP way back in their before the 8-year period. The Ashanti, according to intelligence report, now I'm challenging Bempah. I can tell Ghanaians.
Now, even before then, every political journalist or student or someone who has or anyone who has interest in politics, they will tell you the time that president to call Ashanti region kakade. So on to man about Trump before for on to man. That statement, statement alone. That statement,
you know what? One of the Brony viewer.
Yeah, one of the questions is I'm like a kind of mason. And that statement,
Brony viewer Ashanti region.
Or so like on my akuma bed, papa. And some of water region so say you.
Okay, I'm talking
yes, and some of water region so time now or friend at Toronto or 2 years on the movie. There's also a how on 2 months, but yes, still no, I must say them president to some of one.
Sure.
It is if the variable some boom pia. There's no way between I got MPP on that percentage when you're 30 something or so 40 something. I don't. No one should claim their property behind into some future manner.
Thank you for this supporting person. In Ashanti region, some of us we are students of intelligence and intelligence build up in data collections near Wonkekau. And like I'm saying, the NPP stronghold in Ashanti region, of which all of us we know, the Ashanti region had earlier before 2024 had given up on the NPP as their stronghold. Now, I will tell you why. Didn't we hear say, even in Malaysia, some of Otu say to Lieutenant Nimniade, Ibrahim Abonte, America saying the NPP for now. And one alone and to hear that Otu say to chiefs are out there talking against the NPP. What does that mean? Do you know the volume? If the Santene will speak to the Ashantis and tell the Ashantis, "Oh, about when you're by there, when to me and Fanfa Baby and family or memoir." Even although they did not speak loud and clear for people to hear them. Okay, the gestures of the Ashanti kingdom, the gestures of Ashanti, I said, a new NPP government. And now, so we demonstrate to Ashanti memoir. Women so including the runabout and then majority leader what's his name? In charge
that time I'll come out to twice what a one magazine for
NPP knowing so where you're stronghold, but when we dear Santamai are bring more ye. No visa for no more down. And it's a little bit general. Now say, now they're neutral. Now you're not the clients of winter. And by this interview, challenge every Ghanaian, go on the social, maybe say me be, data and more being access to it. na obi akɔnɔ kɔkɔhwɛ na ankoyɛ sɛ nsusu sɛ anwɛn sɛ wanhwɛ sɛ wo Bempah da beni na brebeni and I wish you wouldn't me. What is Wuntumi's crime? Now go on the social media. Obia for YouTube for information spy with Google. What Google Wuntumi versus the Republic of Ghana. You will see the chart sheet of Wuntumi versus the Republic. The crime near day. Back or 1 or 2. Sikabeni Edema Wuntumi say Wuntumi Konkoye road construction in Ashanti region, in many of the municipal areas in Ashanti region, or constructed and I want constructed. Again, there was a certain cocoa project here, and the CCTV bar Wuntumi was a Wuntumi, and so Cocoa executive. Then the last one, ASS saying, Sikanu Wuntumi Kokojiwe, a fence at the Exim Bank, Sikano, away. Where is that money? $40-something million, $45 million. Yemisa said, Sikano Ewokufa. That is one. Number 2, special purpose vehicle bang and a Wuntumi says can Okoji says in the name of the government. Woman the company now Wuntumi for me. Mumisa say company nay whiny dimu in the government. And on the basis of that special purpose vehicle now Wuntumi a crazy or the coin on that basis and the bank releases Sikano or the man. Number 4, after if you can buy, Mumisa say NPP paying for saying and a benefit here from that money. Number 6, this is why until Wuntumi first is one fan can create. Number 7, after you says something if I didn't Wuntumi day and point hands, I was something for the young control. Wuntumi has decided to take all the blame, and he's going to take the blame and go to jail. What are you talking about? And to become about touch a Ghana for a walk and a wire my wound to me and that day you could see and bonnie for and it is high time to expose you. It's a wound to media. Me the baby said, Obia, you need the imposing court information Google no so not type of wound to be natural information out there. Look, judge OD wound to me. Yes, that critics are. And the judge so the same judge OD Wuntumi case, the same judge and OD former Buffer Stock CEO AFN Anan the case, the same judge and OD a friend is saying a National Service Secretary gift to a warrant the same judge and OD a former National Petroleum Authority Alhaji Mustafa Hamed case.
Wow.
We know what is going on and we know why the NDC.
Wow. The same judge for all these cases.
Yeah, or your bar. Or your bar.
And the reason why might the same person handle all these cases could be what?
Sure, one judge in the APC case, including Wuntumi. And I don't want to release certain information. It be a very sensitive.
Sensitive, okay.
Wuntumi no Jahon, no Wuntumi no associate.
And so the mining issue in Adinia.
Oh, or put them in call as far as our mining area concerned. We are all here. And you will say former President Akufo the Ebeg exonerated. But then I mining in some oh and then ma won't you who be so much to the extent I feel won't me at TV so other places are all there. All display gold bar no money at the President Mahama tell me one and
the Vice President can adventure on it.
One wound to me invited all sorts of unwarranted attacks on him. But then you will do so, and then later the law will find you culpable and chase you out, and then you must prove yourself. I can tell mine and put some there. And also say one of it. Until Ubebisa said, where is the spirituality of this self-style guy? They catch Ghana for the minimum. We are then spiritual then now.
But Bisa, this question here. Why they obe claim them adena to no hodo? Abra onim don yeshi no be claim them adeno. What opinion? Why do you think?
Very good question. Because when the laziness of Ghanaians sometimes is overwhelming.
Okay.
When him say Ghana for baby no mo ko the case in point and the case men can saying as it were now.
These are some not the cases and the charges and I guess one of them are down coffee could you be way.
Such persons like Bempah would find that place as a gray area quietly. Go in there again. They bring so in the details. Yeah, about Bempah so PA. Sa police for themselves. But they bring so where say amba osofwe on MPP for yantawanta obi. Enti ono say oka one need to the boom say me and my yama say MPP or say at home including say MPP opposition. Ofi any pair beto masum any form be GD no so
for that one I agree because Ebono are quite to Akaba non Kafutum Koa. Why wouldn't he be able to convince other people?
Overwhelmingly and they will believe it.
And I can
If on face obitimi akoshe na ode no abon ho safene but one to me is facing a genuine charges and a genuine case that he has to prove himself. Yet I say former finance minister. Yet I think you have to say former finance minister yeah, I say for actually America
I'm on that show baby.
At the end of the day the crime is crime.
But do you think that Owusu Bempah feels powerful because of his relationship with the current administration, or because he thinks he has a relationship with the current administration?
Not at all. Completely.
But does he feel powerful?
Listen, he should not fool in his own fool's paradise. Because NDC for one, they don't have only time, man. They come and on one yes. They come on what and once say, yeah, the NDC for one will be kind of they'll find full respect. Woman, someone was stressed every week. Woman was stressed, woman in the straight because the NDC in Funny himself, or the Nessa that put Mahama through, Oscar Sembe from Mahama through. The NDC NDC for no one see now Bempah do you know the NDC for what do you know about them? These are core people who knows their left from their right. They know by their calculation and they know the temperature at the time of Akufo. They say, hey, Ghanaians were already tired of the MPP and Ghanaians were ready to let go of the MPP. Into what you won't come share. From now down, commissioner Nipa Bakuma on one hand, Pharisee anyway, we be Jaho. Said John Mahama Esufunaka. Hey, the same person no was saying about John Mahama Esun said then the same person no was saying about of course now for the program to say John Mahama has blood on his hands. Now if you have a serious country step in previous they are ready to sanitize society. The corporate Ghana need to be sanitized. Of this unscrupulous rats and ragamuffins and scavengers, Owusu Bempah should have been arrested that day and prosecuted in jail. Okay? Because even the NCA acting as if all of this, their prophecies comes under what you call charlatanic. Now, at the time of candidate Mahama, when we are so crestfallen, if you like, disappointed in not to vote for John Mahama. You know Nipa who became or were affected by a certain form of fear and panic and refused to vote for John Mahama. And do you know what you did to the political class? You destroyed the man's political fortune. And the same person now comes back and says, no, God has now again revealed to me, so now he has ordained John Mahama to lead him. You're sending some fool stupidity and a fool. You say all of this and then you go free. What? And I've said and again, everybody knows it. The political class, they need to be very, very careful. The political class of this nation, I am telling them they should be very careful because the destruction of this nation is really at hand. And these self-styled men of God are propelling this country gradually into a point of no return, except to call it abyss and destruction. This is why we have to expose him. Now, the last person Owusu Bempah says what? Ono and Oshechire. The answer is obvious. Why? Semi na mechi huku fiji etumwa. A automatic adjustment. Say, ubiti na babo ntuwa so. Mina mishiji ni kwa na ndasi.
Yeah.
Anything.
Very easy.
The dampare and the chino. I didn't too much.
I know more no. Montano.
Ebra ye dampare if you want, and also I no shades in my dampare. Now let's go into case study. Dampare came with saying the NPP. Now, my minimum 1 or 2 reporter, Nina, a part of the assessment of dampare's what stewardship in the police administration. One, a big case such as what? Not too long when the MPP would come to power. At the ABC, one prominent parliamentarian was murdered in Cobra. And when JB Dankwa, JB Dankwa was the cousin of Akufo-Addo. Ebra IGP no air Dampare, not our police administration. Dampare was the Great Accra Regional Command. Incidentally, see under ono the nine so. Ebra case ne a wona samle officers a call seniors and one among them prominent was the same Dampare and on Muko senior. Ebra Muko seen one, seen no Mukoko de one. JB Dankwa Moja, ye prepare, ye cleaning in Africa. As I see a bit so rather Dampare, I didn't see any superintendent and Mamuja, ye prepare in Africa, and a prayer and a by cleaning the blood, you know. And any one of it described that evidence was compromised.
Yeah.
Why? And who instructed that? Yet the nature of what appear by saying reports no investigation or no ultimately the report to be about one thing.
Maybe so that Moja American, is it an allegation or statement of fact?
It's a statement will be treating this allegation, saying allegation.
Okay. Okay.
And ye be some say, no me ya.
Okay.
I'm not saying
okay.
They say JB down Komujan, Obi clean how JB down Koshi.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
What is it that or no?
That's fair. That's a fair question. Yeah.
Any we are, you Mr. say JB down report. The former IGP, or to me produce here. So when to me produce that report all throughout the 8 years of Akufo-Addo's reign. Why? The India. What happened into the winter to produce that report? 3, subsequently, it was transferred to Winneba. Into the unit didn't call Winneba. So, Ghana, not Ghana. And then let me believe say there should not be any pressure on Dampare not to have done his job as a police chief at that time. Yet, the nature of what I feel is that Akufo-Addo Nankasanoa, not only JB Dankwa ye Moja Bakono, a bro bar bem, Mumisa say. How many times President Akufo-Addo mentioned murder cases and could not mention on Wankasane blood brother, JB Dankwa? Say, I am going to ensure, say, the national security and the police will produce a report on JB Dankwa. Say, Ghana need to say Akufo-Addo Akebia, woman fast tape recording. Say, Ghana need to say Akufo-Addo saw this report in the BP. No one found by Ghana need to produce our report in the name of if Akufo ever mentioned the cousin JB Dankwa ni Wasema, I dare anybody be on for report number.
Before I veer off a little bit from the main issue, a good point. I mean, just an intelligent idea be or report to be why the president decided to be silent on his own cousin's murder.
I'll remain there. It's a story for another day.
Okay.
But then, me mamo chronicle of a Nyoma Dampare did. Of which some of them became a booby trap from Wankasa Dampare. And I will not allow Owusu Bempah to sit there and tell a palpable lie, a falsehood. Now, what do you need actually? Later, Ono Dampare, accusations upon accusations in this country. Dampare created a police unit called the PBI or something of that sort. Yeah. To check, but I think it's PBI or create our unit within the police service. Another para-civil unit within the police.
But again, is this one also an allegation or a statement?
Any allegation or reporting our whole. So groups we are. Dampare critically to woman almost woman captured most of them. Yes, woman now it became one of it. The entire look, one of an IGP or buyer of because there were several intelligence reports written by civil society groups near the intelligence chiefs. my president and say, Dampare administration. Dampare eventually became like what? A social media, share person. On Namwa. Next I said Facebook did it, or on over to Puma to
Come on.
and Woba.
If we're not in a Dampare one can them prophecies in the Kwambado.
One idea about Dampare, ye never bonabaso, was the very fact of say, I feel not prophecy in Biblia, Enyadia, SNFata. I think somewhere in the 2021 or so. Yeah, 2021. What did he do? And Oma Sofoni Nato, what to say. Town Pasian, commissioners are Basano. You should be measured. Oma something like the Yenini. Enna is Ankoma. Miami is Ankoma. And then, any Sofoni Bebre, Quatrasi meeting, say. Some commission and motion rough from them. The fact is that Ghana is a secular state near also, predominantly a Christian religion. You can't be doing things like that. Yes, I didn't know myself only degree. I told him once to say, I don't know, when we into ocean statement, what they will say, all of you must be measured. I don't know back here, it didn't measure for more Ghana,
okay.
Evidence. And this was one of Dampare's acts, one of the highs.
And that was 2021.
Sure, 2021.
You have that report, eh?
Yeah, I have that.
Oh, okay.
Right. So, all the nature of Kofi. Afi Yemra and Yema Dampare, on one Cassini Beya Asudi, etc. The Dampare came under barrage of allegations of what? Killings. All judicial killings in Tamale. There were about 5 people were shot and killed in cold blood. The reports are here. And I'll tell you, the relative of this deceased, was a police officer. ACP Yahaya was a former police detective in headquarters and later was transferred to BA. All right? There were other people, including the 7 Nigerians, were allegedly killed by Dampare boys at this police headquarters. And those Nigerians, there was one among them, also allegations, not a pregnant woman, Nikunu Ekahubi or Nikunu, or Ghania, Okupi, Nigeria. No, Moshe said, from later. Women, Imamino, Wanyo, Yakwachu Mina, Ewo Budumbura. Budumbura may Yakwachu may be to Mass and Yenio Massam. Ship Yanto Monkabi. I obtained the pictures of all of this, including several reports. Yet Nina Tia Bonte said, Dampare no me use answer, Mano. Dampare se me man, Nama Bochina. Didn't know my Omemiano, on open obedience. But Nina may cables used to say, the government of John Dramani Mahama or the NDC as a party, no more trotty about the government. They were watching all of this. They knew that no, at a point, the entire police administration had given up on Dampare. We share several reports and a free police service in Muba. No police officer. Now, I will tell you this quickly. When police officers are Umunya Kopempam, the fence Atare White, Nina no Mato, Ediegu, Wama cabinet, our police headquarters, getting ready to hear annual mass get said, Pip Dampare Yimpian in Sabonte, no message on Montaria. White. Eventually.
It happened.
The day Dampare was asked to move, what happened? Didn't we see some
the kind of jubilation of Ben? In fact,
including the jubilation,
it was sad at the same time. I don't know, but
and these are things that happen practically.
Let's move on. A whole IGP we now. The
entire police from district to region to
it was serious, okay? It was serious.
Now that time, we say, now Owusu Bempah, and I will share the entire police force in the whole country. Police, who said that on Owusu Bempah said the entire police force across all regions. No, Mumi said the entire police population. And how many times we see the 4 walls of the police headquarters? Now we are two to Mukrana, one year two to go in the hands of 6 police people. went to me and you, and I will be to me. By the way, into you now, cocaine kind constitution. The constitution also says that no, once a president be appointed, IGP Biano, he must do it in consultation with what? With the Council of State. Now, at the point of say Council of State, President Mahama Bai, Council of State, so that became a bit of a gray area for the president to delay. At that time, some of us, including me, journalists being not run a report. Our damper and say, President Mahama on your day, in fraud.
And the year crusade,
and the report for everybody to verify. And President Mahama at that time, obey onion or train or appointed Council of State or appointed Council of State and Ottoman Council of State for the Council of State mun debate on this issue as to whether said the domestic chief or no share can say domestic issues no man in town and answer man in. And at the end of the day, Council of State for able bow and those for and against. Now, baby says, a monk be so Owusu Bempah on my country and say, Council of State, no, do was saying, and on Motua Bano, or Motoma Dampere, and when do was saying almost 1 month to Ama Dampere, and my resources on my penny, he has to take his decision. With the police reporter, hold on, intelligence reporter, na Abba, Yedi Juma, the last one I met, and a mobile Kaya, the same Dampere. And only MPP regional offense and northern regional chairman. Bugri na abu. A conspiracy. That conspiracy no. Or no IGP no in Dampare. One of the offense in AD camp. Or no. They did record a man or fix a recorder no. Ewo the offense in Bugri na abu office. Emma Yipia offense in COP Alex offense Alex means Alex means any another police officer sorry you do me now share home record later parliamentary committee in a track case
and some people them recording
Emma the chairman of the committee ora attach any no free much say omoya na sa asem say na kata so that report no kwa cooking can say na die na ye kafa dampara na woni me your dampara ya answer na woko you will know the things Dampare did before answer na woko and then you got the nerves you a down silly crook who ba be catch a gun for so who na we teach na Dampare yeah dey pam anyone Dampare yeah see akan yi na Ghana na tan theater say ye we are instead say nipa no face full trial and full prosecution na asem na ha inu ha she ni akata so na asem na ekɔ no bebe enti enne no start say no Ghanaians we should not let Owusu Bempah go scot-free about this case. And I challenge any Ghanaian and say, go and verify all of this report, including on Owusu Bempah. On metre, ya there no, on metre the property also, yeah. Emma Sango, we, one eke dreamu. You party so you
about
man of God. No, it is 2026. Made a summer catch him. Yeah, most of us suffer more Ghana there. A briquet two, why you miss sleeping nipple in one no mina sasa.
All right there. Yes.
The 3 people na say.
Interesting, yeah.
And then will be that say. Ono Bempah.
Anyway, with my co-host, I'm doing this with my co-host, Kweku Anna, vociferous Ghanaian journalist, and a very interesting part discussing issues of allegations about Wabo Badon and Sembia or opinion of Owusu Bempah Wakaka. Such identity from what Kweku Waka is natural BBR Owusu Bempah only problem biano. Wash and Hong Kong, damn no patch. Damn so come short to damn when you do money. I say impeded damn. Now so the ne Obama tina bridge be as no would defina Bempah. The mid day yeswa there or Yancy Biani inti damn prophecy Yancy Biani than American civil. And yada why in same work can Abba Uncle was so our bapa. Since our last time, they do stand then as a mystery, I was away about now, fanting than I can. I say, snake, we all in fact, no, now we do, but mystery. I say, oh, friend, I'll see, Massa, you put a video now.
Of you may hold video, no. Na minim say what the shame with here for no for no ahwede
Oh, my way.
me ho na ye send ma me say na kwaku say na wo snake. It's snake sister adam ye diabolo. No to
Yeah, forgive me. Open chain, why? We are having a little bit of fun, Kakra. Diablo is Nabu.
I know Bempah say na or so the idea bo na we team say akwesieko. Na me make ko am say me team.
Oh, my way.
I didn't have some.
Oh, my way.
And then maybe you.
Ghana, I'm the hired, though, to be
So,
honest. Ghana
and then
hired the
maybe you.
papa. There's this
Nah.
breaking news finally.
Yeah.
Time at this whole fight between yourself and Opeyini Oshasi. Okay, the on phone call police station, on
Yeah.
phone call court, on phone call baby ara. Abama the boys in way to Juma. Boys is so no door pa. Still, I'd now seen an ankasa beton. Echi Matza was on your National Media Commission. Open Chichi.
Yo, Mr. Jimmy, that's the breaking news of this very program we are OYE. Actually, say, if you are watching free now, Sana Seminary, actually, say, and Tawantawa Akoswa, Yanino, December 2025, Nina, Sana, okay, can including, say, before 31st, I'm not quite sure which particular day, say, 27 or 28, before the 31st. And Obeka Che, we are seeing and say, Ora Kweku Anan, Obeka crashing a papa. Intermediate na mejitum say, me crash Kweku Anan. Na sa self style fake man of God na wabuano hu ye esi no. Intermediate me one say man for ye send a link ya bebre cho kwa ye send ba na me ade. I'm see you. Intermediate so pressure ba me so Kweku. I
mean, a lot of people office in Cracker and report, the catch of the reporter saying, I keep the report one morning.
And I'm a main call. The main economy reason is simple. They say, yes, me ye bema bebre. We are some penisi ye bema pia kuja. Now, so I give you more. A yana watcher will meme say, and I'm say, Owusu Bempah ye bema do it. Ya me catch the nipping in an office and say, no. Se Bempah be kase. Obe crashing ya. Crashing or can say be spiritual one, say be physical one. Me de mintini. Name ye man kwine. Untimi den onye side na. And Sean one kasansu enunyam. Zenu de mu bia no be no. Seven previous aminya wa meya no. Ene den enam. Ene madam so.
Yeah.
Enti me madam no so. Enti so be crash on crash. Ye na ye hwe no. Nti e de na ye see am the first quarter of the year. Yeah, the second quarter they can near the third quarter can near because Mr. G and so you do wrong. Bible no crack out to or say him moja hwegu ama and kwaji ni ho. Enti asofo yi kwan omo fa so ayi omo nya even edru baby e se se obi
so what say yes moja we did the hun kakakra.
Exactly. Ye gina ho ni ye mo hu say ye nya hufo se be enya do mo dada Ghana for no bebre na for far too long. No. Yankopon ma ye mu bi ma kukudro we are servants of God. Okay? Okay, Hosea 4:6 e wo ho sa atu lack of knowledge in enipa na perishing. Oh, lack of knowledge. The people are perishing. And when Yankopon shada so ama me kan kire mo se won fa na asemi mra ma enyi hu ama. Wa ma asem na ye simple ama ye na se eye na sem e no se ye njindi. Na honhom ne beba ye so a according to Acts chapter 1 verse 8 you know. Honhom ne beba ye so ye na ye beba be ya part of that dance crew ana amon no Yankopon e wo himfa Judea, Samaria, and unto the outermost part of the world. And that's some wakato. Yeah, part of that dance crew. And so see a man kwama so for displays, I display no more to more. No, never any eduma. You see, in the end, I can say, so crashing, Bema crashing up. May one say, just week here. National Media Commission for Penny for back. Minimum woman, or just suffer on them Mr. Panama and woman. Why? We are journalists of your caliber, of your sort. That baby is a media commission won't call that. Oh, there be.
No, what?
Sure. Now, the Media Commission, I mean, Muka Cratcher said, a year to Mokua, one regulators of media. The Obi, we are journalists, Nasa office a journalist via UBB, and you would there now who dero, and now who Shishua. You wait me, and say, what did our journalists in the Media Commission say? One unfair journalists and no money. That's all about Media Commission. Media Commission near court. Or woman prosecutorial powers of the prosecutor. No. Woman sees them. It's a one is a be a friend, is a someone. If you and I'm say, what make quite the money? If you pay you for me, I say, no, the guy he's fighting you there, the Owusu Bempah. He has come to petition Media Commission that we have to take the matter. Now, I say, are you sure? No, see, wait, no, cough a petition. And no read the petition in Kakra. And why then? It's here, and I'm saying, Owusu Bempah.
I petition about Kakra, but it's like interesting point because we're able to Amayata.
Petition, no, your war partial petitioning 9 and something, they said, me, didn't attempt the good anymore. Say, by any name Basabasa and Sem Fata.
Okay.
Now, me, meaning a Dumaku, a year CTV, no. Media Commission for Ni and Casa.
Okay.
Woman and Casa.
Me too,
no Media Commission and sign investigative assembly. No money and Casa. Hey. Owusu Bempah.
So I'm just saying, so I don't know, a friend, and one day call friend. Christian Council here.
A bass and a minimum emergency. One threats to Kakaka, Wabemani, is our threat in the middle called Christian
Cancer.
And I'm doing Pentecostal cancer, and I'm doing charismatic cancer. And also, we do police, because our threat way. Obi no kind say, Kwekwana say, as some to a branch and the bush from Owusu Bempah. The Impobita. Meaning taking that animal to me. Ne ne yewa sabi, ama wudimrika. Aquaculture Media Commission, which is you are going for like a rescue mission, sir. Media Commission for my rescue. And seriously,
very shocking.
And to be say, not just as Sabrina, Owusu Bempah, also about crash or Kwekwana. That the Ghana for when Tinia for Kota yet and quiet. It is Abby on where Dibrika too.
May I show the next step by your court? If you court, so I need to do our fast. The Hague.
Now, wait, my dear. Emra say, when Timin commission, no, we answer Master Woko. She's never done that.
Okay.
Sure, in law, no, let us say it's like an estupel because the commission, you know, or the powers of the High Court, even though only prosecutorial
powers, yeah.
Into Wintimin, into any. So,
sure,
no, a move back on either than I saw quarter. But then again, Ghana media shoot me, young fans some way be Mum may and find Yagro, Treze, or so full way and in a caliber. Woman nipa, will move Yase from US, London, Ghana, Atnasi, Idiatem, Kweku Memenquao, Benqua. No 1 man 1,000 see women included on the Bempah, and then the latest threat. Not said 7 previous. And the witness sorry say no. Who Media Commission so my friend. Nay, I met trans me and Casa Asamoya. Kofi and Anna Ghana for now judges. For me, I see this as the most embarrassing. You are sick as here. Emma, we say, when young people can ask them, so when you won't talk about Onyame, one could be my woo. And when young people also, or between or between at the man. It's my issue is simple, sir. All of this, Bempah should have allowed God to fight his fights for him. I didn't tell Wabajin to Kwaneko, but then Yentia says, when Yanko Sakrano, only Bempah others surrogate, when Yanko no more to Kakesi or no more Papa. They don't know Yebenya and also it trace away for 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 6. Who reads Swami across Zachariah chapter 13, verse 4, 5, 6, and also Ewoho. Onyamedi o Japanae Bamosu, they chase so many Johnny. If you say, and you know Bempah, woman also. And they should get it straight there. They are at war with God and not me. May come also phobia obinya program with it. You are not at war with me, you are at war with God. And God is about to what? Establish his throne. And throne bear the theocracy throne. God is about to establish it. Nansa no be established now. Sa asofo adadafo etuturafo bomia shoma akohwifo na brabafo nyinara a womu nyina omura yebenya no wehefa eye John chapter 1 8 verse 44 osi omura we dadeni we profo. Their father is a father of lies and deception. Okay, into Onyankopon, why your provisions are master house of we now? Into Ghana for no, yes, sorry, you what I said. To trust them, myself on the bridge, eh? A mere reporter and say, can coffee air, was a soft will be or no, or being here for the on any wall or bow fence and other lands, or there were about any our real then. What it's your banner or banner? Pretty, beautiful woman. Obana Jinsimu.
Oh.
Obana we no. So, Pana and Pain NCA Niene on the 7th of January, a see Friday, a year holiday, and they also from our papa. The Bra NCA Obano NCA. What is here? I
did be a while. Damn, you came so mohade. Yanaka Sagana Hano, or the baby and work a day. Why they yin painful, yin painful, no, save you being serious. The Oman Casano, soon to meaning. Yama con madam are so far politicians be my so powerful. You are any make one. And why do you allow these things? Also, I am in Pana one I am coupon Neko. One I am coupon abonsum. God created all men equal. Obia one a talent. To the fact that the master be a commission, the fact that I will can Yamna send us will make you so special. Then Yamna Sanokana nobody. How do you even understand the dispensations that we've had? Bible no teaching from the old canon to the new canon. The word canon, how many of you do you understand it? And yet you call yourself a man of God. You don't even know what to call the canon. I call it for the New Testament, Old Testament, or even going into apocalyptic literature to understand certain things. And you call yourself a man of God. It makes me angry. Now you have more fun on your position. Come, each time they don't get home. Military kind of system, no. Sebio, Obianka, they will couple cool some of David. But that military discipline, man, I keep paying. Yes, I call the Dobe, yes, the football coach, Miss Ugun, from Bema, when you're gentle. And you know, we are so I don't want democracy, maybe 92 years and no Daniel. Then from 70s, 80s, I didn't know soldier. Last time will be about your comment, or are you the host, or you are, how do you call it? How do you call it? Football, you gossiping, missing who will you penetrate? No, better because of internet, no, I guess about heart. Politicians, small boy, when you baby are 40 yen. All of a sudden, by politician, and when your car, boom, we sit down where will be a question. Now, on in the system, no honorable. Now, if you know the law, apart from parliament, I prefer be honorable. No, put if you don't call the person honorable, you call the person by his title. Now, so, even I am assemblyman, possible. Oh, yeah, assemblyman, because one for honorable. Hey. Oh, in fact, to be honest, a lot of things could do with Yasa. Ki Ajakuma. Papa.
No, I am on mine rather. Any sir, and you're my 50.
Ajakuma.
And you're my fool, sir. And you're more my way. And you oh, now, and on a maximum mechanism. It is institutions are women play a role. But yet, me sanitize your society as woman, you major. And I missed throw. And no more being cast into media and also. Yes, so said the entire alumni and ye. It is a media and a dinamo air your major. More being cast and said ye miss our be. There be. So you not see a beco quieter. Society not see a thing a bebo. Or buy make us all software. Regrettable.
How?
You have another story and also investigate here. A young, pretty woman in London. with 2 more sophobia leono akase gunitrimwa makofi at the point, you know. Sama me or one land. In fact, over 20 something years, I feel when you're in Krata. Now, the regrettable part in the say, all year more land, you know. Naketiano, a significant portion of Naketiano, about also for no Ghana has it.
How?
Oh, yeah, no. Or soften it near Leono, Manchester, man, 7 previous, or Arabia fibroid. When Timia and Shema fibroid, you are landing or soften it to me that down one catch and say, fibroid, no. Hospital or Ghana high, you bet me I about the fibroid na man. Emma, me, it need disarm or Sophia some with you. And we be do Ghana hanging a downfall. And or buy no when Timmy amone bush aman yes, some media free on my case more Britain at one time media bagan in you. Or bedry and one check and or lay on home. Quiet and odi or suffer none with too much as or muko pie. Hospital be a main person may both needs here because investigation be cost. And what defense and Kumasi a quine more, Conongo quine more. Emma, mammy, ye call ya. Obamuno chan on water. Yeah, kwaku yi fibroid in it as a waba, a man of watching the movie. Mamina kwaku just like that.
How?
Just like that.
How?
Yeah, course the son in your main if you London.
How?
The most regrettable part in the saying, also for Nanka celebration, for the Renaco move, also for Nitania to read.
Okay, so, this is some new. You probably can come back and some papa. I'm telling you. Like Akumano.
Expose no your day by media also will be in one minisano. By the way, may come will be answered to say nobody, not even the president of this republic, respectfully, Obetinyaka say Kwekwanan, don't expose any man of God. Now this time the expose is going to catch all the big men of God in this country. Oh yeah. Including one more year gain in a sefuina, Power soon to my expose woman Ghana for because I saw for no do na ya for criminals and thieves and ropes. And almost shame almost say Obi ko community akweku yes moja kakra ye didi on ye pacho. Srewa. Oh, one catch Jesus Christ. Where cooking scripture no. Na one Pharisee for no catch Jesus Christ. I na to me then I would the age man. Na nye Beelzebub to me now the age man. No catch them say no. Na we nana ye can Bible in Troya na. Son of Christ catch them. Christ catch them say na dem who can say me ye. Ni na ye ntro wo konkon no mu ana. Ya tro wo konkon no nti de ntina mu bi say say. And we be asofo no bebre wo mo ye say ankwanan e no wo betu sa wo asofo so disefo. Sa na ye de Christ. Nti ye no de ye no ye fiase ni de ye. By the way, asofo no mumro so. And asofo no must understand say some of the celestial world and every replace the terrestrial world and then what my lawyer for should advise them and advise them. I think also say a lawyer for are not helping.
Yes, I don't know why
they are offending the fundamental laws of this country. Now so if you need their Bempah and then call for it to her.
I also from court. For none that's not useless. That's who's canty or no.
As you say, meaning and ordinary and a numb court where if you do baby or say then or see and fast and refi AD near me cancer. Now why imagine so woo catch the was for a matter woo to me too. Who members me now so I feel also or try him a heaven gates and only market register. So market register says and see and ye time was on no market register. Including why only make that.
Now those people are some born poor.
We must not allow this. I will conclude by saying Owusu Bempah so be crash Kwekwanan Ghana for breaking news in say menim eguase. He's been exposed and embarrassed. To me on the Bayed man. To me in the man no the media commission. Now also may promise Ghana for say many management that's now. Now you are responding properly at the media commission for number frame ye nya akwakotan na ye kwotsa ho a Ghana for mu be hu dia ngese be kwakopie nti owura Owusu Bempah we ntimi amfa I can say ose anyoyo you see ade obi kan say we invite media commission for so mu ni na sepa obi ani aso
and Nelson. Thank you very much, my dear friend and brother, co-host Kwekwanan. And this program, as I said, is live on my CTVGH, Frontline Ghana, and also on the Hawk TV. Keep subscribing to all these channels so that you get the online version news at first hand. Kweku, I appreciate your time, very time, and also this moment for all your good words and we just have a fire in here. I want to own museum assassin, so most of what kind of about church or at all. But those of you who start, insulting and one church insulting, one bra, obviously be delete someone, come, fe. Na, baby, I can't do church some seconds be now.
The can say the Ghana for say, Mamma Bompire, Mamma, did him come on, Moncoswana, Monire, they see and fire one day and so funny. Frontline Ghana, my frontline program, very zoomy, me fancy the very last week of January, and Yabeba. Nti wa wo hwe enum kwan no gusu ana hwe enum kwan mo Ghana for ina man ye ba expose kese no for 2026 me ye ba be shase e do bi ase
My name is Enoch Ijo. Thank you very much for watching. Keep sharing, subscribing, and bye.